highest good, aka the highest good. All right, so I checked the energy, not like agonized over it, but the title of this particular one, I didn't think it was like your ordinary episode of Gifts Unlocked, nor is it Talk Your Shit, Tina. But it's a measure of God, what did I name this? Fucking bitch. What is it? Some things I need to know right now. What edition is this? Fuck. Safety protocols. This is safety protocols edition. All right. All right. I think I'm gonna do without the lipstick right now, but I do need something. So I'm gonna put on some chapstick. Some, what do you call this? A lip sleeping mask. God dang. So bougie. Anyway, just a moisturizer for the lips, basically. Not necessarily lip gloss. Okay, so, these are the energy cards. Yeah, And surprisingly, through another deck, I have the Empress card in reversal again. Still objective. Yeah, but it has, like, the same feels as, I think, what is it, Six of Swords? I should look this up. In the Shaman Tarot, what is it? Remember the dude looking at the mirror? I think that's a three. No. What is it? I think it's a Six of Cups. Because I interpreted it as, like, being a friend to yourself, being able to look at yourself for real. All angles. Especially as many angles as possible in the now moment. And so here, same thing, reflection. Objective to what I see, how I see myself right now. Very, very important. Because I just saw like a 2-hour special on like the GATE program and all this other stuff. And like all of the things that they talk about being tested on, like those are things that I was always interested in. I'm pretty sure I was not part of the program. I didn't drink the Kool-Aid. I wasn't officially part of it. And I don't think I was a wannabe. I think I was just naturally interested in those things. So I think it's even more intriguing to the landscape of those organizations that monitored and formulated those programs are possibly more intrigued by my particular situation and my construct. And so, yeah, so that gets me wondering, like, okay, so then why don't I have like a specialized, super important, well-paying fucking job right now? And that's I'm just being a little sassy there, just because it doesn't make any sense. So anyway, I think this is all the more reason energetically to look objectively in the now moment. It takes time to process certain things. Hi, I'm not talking about hobbies right now. But thanks for joining. You'll get to know me if you stick around, to be very straight up. Oh, wonderful. This is great. On the right side, it's 8 of Cups in reversal. High pitch ringing, 1:26 a.m. Left ear. Very, very high pitch. Kind of like Mariah Carey-ish. But it was like faint. Very high pitched though. All right, so 8 of Cups in reversal. This is a comeback. So there I'm hearing there is retribution, but there's also, what do you call it? Recuperation. Like recouping losses, including like energy, reputation, opportunities, etc., etc. And all the more meaning with the Empress in her objective state. So that's wonderful to see this coming in back to back, especially as an energy slash header card. Here it's just an energy card. All right. So I believe that this implies, directly implies that there's going to be a whole turnaround, like plot twist of events in my favor. And it's not so small scale as I thought. So when my guides say think bigger, they mean much more worldly, much more like universal in its terms. They acknowledge that I'm going through some uh challenges on a microcosmic scale, um and I don't think they want to downplay that, but there's something far greater in mind as far as justice reigns, as well as karma or judgment. um um yeah, I'm not gonna get into it. It's a whole lot of meaning. mm. It's my specialty. So if you're interested, check out my Instagram and holler at me there, or drop a comment. It's so questionable that there's so many people now, um, in visiting here, and also even more so, more than usual, recently on this like chat feature here, but like hardly anyone drops a comment on my videos or drops a like. Very suspicious behavior, let me tell you. I'm not hating, I'm just like, it doesn't make sense. It's even more so, it doesn't make sense. There's got to be meaning behind that. What is your intention with this lovely lady reader out here? All right, so now it's time for the header cards using the Morgan Greer Tarot. All right, now time for some action. Yeah, header cards. Yeah. Boop. 3, 2, 1. Cheese. What is it? I didn't think I was gonna be. Oh, look, one just coming out on the left side. Anyway, this is about Bill Greer. And it's in reversal. It's like a bio in the making. I was just thinking about, like, the dialogue here, how it can be led to distract, and I'm not gonna be distracted, let me tell you. But I I kept it to myself. I thought I'd be a little polite. But what just zeroed in on it was like, I sought to incorporate these colors and elaborate so as to create an immediate emotional reaction to each card even before an image could be looked at in depth. The work was done in the country away from distractions in a practical way. All the years of research and study were allowed to flow into form. Very interesting. Intuitively drawn. Okay, that's on the left side. So this is like the origin story in the making. So not to get too muddled by um current life circumstances. Oh, did I just, oh fuck, I just put it back in. Anyway, it'll reappear if it shall, bestow upon us this, grant us its gift of knowing. But yeah, so not to get too muddled into, or befuddled into, what it looks like right now, because I mean, I would definitely be a gift, not just an asset to so these teams or projects. And And so that means that I'm taken care of. You know what I mean? Like that truly means that I am taken care of. That I am not just sought after by like God knows who the fuck, but also looked after. You know, cared for real, for real. So on the right side, oh my God, it's the King of Swords. I didn't even acknowledge. I didn't even see it. Like the dude said over here. You know, like there's meaning to be drawn like at a glance before really focusing on the detail. And I maybe it's like a depth perception thing, or like looking at something on screen versus like up front, but I just could not. I it didn't I didn't I just didn't, I couldn't interpret an emotional reaction to each card. Well, I got an emotional reaction once I saw the person here. But King of Swords, dude, what's up? Let's just calm ourselves down here. But seriously, even before I did this reading, I was like, so where's my King of Swords, Spirit? Can I just chat for a second? But yeah, the King of Swords, dude, you gotta backtrack. You don't have to backtrack that far, but if you want the full story. I mean, like, this is kind of a new character, a new energy, but very bright. So, like, you can get a gist between the last reading and the reading before that. But if you want even more of a tiptoe introduction, then you just go back further and further and further. So it's interesting. It's on the right side. That's the doing side. He heard me. Okay. It got hot for a second there. Sometimes I forget that sometimes I just need a little privacy. Yeah, in that region. So anyway, those are the header cards. Okay. So if this is, oh my God, total, look, this is the comeback, and like, dude is back for sure. No, you know what so a comeback isn't just like a revival, but it's also like, get back over here type of energy. Okay. So today was a little bit hard to stay focused. I stayed indoors all freaking day yesterday. Now, I don't know what I should be talking about right now, because there's a version of Tagyo shit Tina that just has to happen. But I don't know if we're gonna do some carryover content or just just briefly sprinkle it in here and just load it onto the other. I don't know. So I'm gonna find out here. Okay, we go back to here. So this is what do I personally need to know right now? Like, what do I need to know right now? This is the safety protocol edition. Okay. Oh, how wonderful that the this dude showed up too. All right, so 3 of Pentacles inverted. Yeah. And La Force. Okay, so that's got to be strength also peaking, and the Magia, the magician, I guess, peeking right behind that. So okay. So a huge realm of opportunities coming through on an occultist level. Like, this is high magic. Not like, it is. Yeah. Okay. So what opens up to it? The Lover's card, extroverted, and the Moon card, fucking what? In reversal. mysteries, lies, deceit, intentions. It's more of mystery than anything. So if we're going to look at the runes, I think it's, what is it called? Let me see here. It is called Perthro. Perthro. Yes. That pertains to mysteries, secrets, occult abilities. Ah! Right? Yeah, that's what it is. So, Perthro is, that's interesting. Okay. Do we get this? No, we leave that back in the deck. So this is a matter of like self-actualization on blast. But like in self-actualization at this stage, at this height, uh, what do I want to say? It's not just about intensity, it's about the maturation. So at this level, the divine hooks us up for real, not with like bullshit, but on this level, on this particular level, it's paired with like individuals, similar individuals, to deal with any bullshit on the outskirts. So this is like the buddy up program. And yeah, this is Perthro. So if you look at what to draw that, I mean, what is it? That's the sign for it. Perthro, okay? That's the rune for the day. Can you see it? Yeah, it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be identical, you know? But looking at that, holy fucking moly, look at this. Look at how their bodies are, kind of, you know? Do you understand, like, like, it's kind of given that. I feel like it. That's weird. Yeah. Kind of like that. I don't know. That's what it looks like, dude. All right. So what do you want me to divulge right now? Like, what do I need to know right now? On the safety protocol edition. Oh, thank you. I double up on the thank you. Goodness gracious. All right. Okay. What should I know right now? The Fool card in reverse, what opened up to that is the Two of Cups in reverse and the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, this is the introduction to the hookup. Like, this is your buddy. This is who's going to take you around during orientation. But this buddy system isn't quite like you're paired up with a veteran, but paired up with another newbie. So like, just consider this almost like the dynamic of freshman year of college. Okay. Let's see. So this is kind of like with facing the Fool card in reverse, like you're both kind of newbies on this particular journey, but things are in balance, so you can go ahead and trust this. You got your cookies and cups. Like, we'll give you the cookies up front, okay? So that's what I need to know right now on the safety edition. There's a buddy system here, but it's not just like Russian roulette style or like the lottery style. This is something that's much more tailored to fit. Interesting. Oh my goodness. So this is master number 22 here. I put away the book, but I'll go ahead and look for it. So this is in like also blending. Oh my God, my tummy. What? I'm blending into here. There's the Three of Wands essence of it where the ship is coming in. So I'm going to look at master number 22 here. I think it's a master builder partner. I don't remember. Give me a second. Okay. Oh shit, I almost fell. Okay. Master number 22. Alrighty. Yeah, oh, thank you. Okay, so master builder partner. Fucking crazy, huh? Anyway, 22 has traditionally been referred to as the master builder number because it brings into manifestation those ideals and visions created by the 11. Another way of looking at this cipher is master partner because the building is done by the 22. It is rooted in the 2, the vibration of others, of relationships, of partners. This master number is about structure. It creates form. It gives concrete shapes to ideas. It may not have the ability to create ideas like the 1, but it does possess the ability to structure them, design them, formulate them. In essence, bring them into manifestation. Oh yeah, see, it's self-actualization. The mysteries. Okay. Whereas 11 is the double fire sign, 22 is a double water sign. It flows, it bends, it adjusts, it's sensitive and receptive to others and their ideas and can assume the form of a solid, ice, a liquid, or a gas, steam. Therefore, it understands how to balance those ingredients and essentials needed to get the job done. The 1 may be too unbending, too one-pointed, too driven to discover, too create, to take the time and expend the effort to build. Not the 22, though. It wants to build. In fact, building is its livelihood, or lifeblood, excuse me. Bringing things into manifestation takes many people. How they are understood, treated, governed, and so forth is an intrinsic part of the building process for any project. Therefore, they're saying it is rewarding, it's fulfilling. Okay. Oh my god, I almost snorted. Okay, 22, therefore, are the builders, the contractors of ideas. Because the crown of the 22 is the 4. The vibration is solid, steadfast, rooted. It doesn't change much, for it is not a vibration of change. It is a vibration of stability and security. 22 is not looking for experience. It is looking for order, discipline, regimentation, and security. Weren't we just talking about that? So all the more reason to be objective. The ingredients needed to build, construct, and endure. What does 22 build? Ladies and gentlemen? Anything. Excuse me. Anything that needs structure. Physical houses, roads, buildings, portfolios, curriculums, codes of ethics, musical compositions, and spiritual beings. The word master is a 22 vibration, as is the word Lord. Some recognizable historical and contemporary figures with the master builder vibration in their charts includes Buddha, a 22 cipher, Jesus Christ. They said Jesus the Christ. Oh my goodness. Okay. Napoleon Bonaparte, the Duke of Wellington, Joseph Kennedy, Bob Hope, Rich Little, Chevy Chase, Tracy Ullman, Groucho Marx, Barbara Stanwyck, Lena Horne, Tony Bennett, Henry Belafonte, James Taylor, Nat King Cole, Frank Sinatra, Dolly Parton, Neil Diamond, Diana Shore, Pavarotti, and Elvis Aaron Presley. I had no idea that was his middle name. In fact, Elvis and Aaron are both 22 vibrations. Maybe you meant Elvis and Aaron Presley. No, I don't know. Okay. 22 is a common vibration in the charts of famous singers. Why? 2 is the first vibration of music. It rules rhythm, the up and down stroke of intrinsic to all music. When this cipher is elevated 11 times to the 22, there is musical structure. Therefore, or furthermore, as any great musical artist knows, music mandates a strong sense of discipline, practice, patience, and self-control, all attributes of the 4, the crown of the master vibration. 22. That was worth picking up. Yeah, for sure. I mean, to read that out right now, for sure. Okay, so back to this. Okay, master number 22, buddy up program. So I'm hooked up with some type of composer, musical artisan, producer, something like that. Yeah, that's my or someone that's very knowledgeable in that area. I mean, I consider myself to be in its like rough sketch sense, but Very freaking cool. Yeah, I would say. All right, anything else? What must I know right now? What should I know right now? The safety edition. Four of Wands in reverse. Paradigm shift. Okay, we reintroduce the element of the paradigm shift. Is there going to be moving residences, moving houses? Like, I mean, when I say houses, like parties, moving organizations. They said definitely paradigm shift. Okay, no to the rest. What else? Creating a new home. Architecture. Yeah, okay, so they did want to cover the architecture part. They're building like a new economy, a new like culture. No, they don't want to name it culture. Like a new economy. Um but it is a paradigm shift. Mm. Is this part of a larger organization? Pre-existing. No. This is our own. My own. Um, they said our own. So this and like this King of Swords person, or energy. Yeah. So it's more of that than my own. So again, we're sticking back to the 22 vibration rather than the master number 11. That is true. Reformation of standards and such, because again they're pointing to the four. So again, architecture for sure. So is this more of like I'm part of a project? Well, I'm creating something, definitely. They're not calling it a project because it's like it's neither a yes or a no, but if we had to lean towards one, it's a no. Operation. It's more of an operation. What the frick? It's more of an operation. Okay. Okay. Anything more from here? Okay, back to this. Yeah, back to this. Okay. What do I need to know right now? Safety protocol. So if that's the case, then that's like kind of like hard hat type of energy. Not necessarily. Well, it's kinda. But that would be metaphorically speaking. That would be like, well, obviously, right? Protecting your crown chakra for sure. And that could be as simple as like I don't have to wear like absolute like head coverings, or nor does the King of Swords needs to, but something that symbolizes some representation of protection. Like for ladies, it's so much easier. I could like wear a clip. I could wear like even closer to like my earrings. I could, there's some things that I could personally do. Males though, oh, you know what they just told me? Can I say it? No, I'll just telepathically say it. They already know. So, anyway, here. Oh, judgment. It is judgment inverted. Oh my God, what the frick? Karma. I mean, this is specialized karma. This is karma more so pertaining to like a double down on destiny. And so this is something I'm supposed to partner with this energy. We're supposed to partner with each other on this. And faded, not faded, faded, not faded, faded, not faded, destined, not destined. Dude, I don't know the difference between fate and destiny. Let me go ahead and check here. But somebody obviously has a problem with it if like my stomach's going like crazy. Oh, thank you. Jackson, you made it out here again. Oh, damn. This thing isn't working. What the heck? Who's messing with me? Damn. Okay, I'll just do it with my regular thing right here. Shoot. I forgot what I was going to look up. Oh, fate versus destiny. Okay, let me just go ahead and... Well, they definitely said this is fated. I don't fucking know the difference. I've got to look this up, okay? Because they said that it is fated, but it's not necessarily destined. The fuck does that mean? What? Okay, I'm gonna look that up, and maybe I could look it up on here. Yeah, right? You're gonna... This is freaking annoying. I have no idea. And not to be rude, don't even answer to that question with me looking up fate versus destiny, because I'm still going to look it up. So, in fact, I'm going to try to look it up over right now, so my freeze frame. Okay, let me see here. Oh, shit. Give me a second. I'm still trying to figure it out. Okay. So fate is something that's like it'll inevitably happen. So it's a good thing that this King of Swords isn't upright, because bam, don't want to deal with that shit. Okay, so but destiny is regarding like one's life purpose and the choices made towards it. So I guess there's a assertion of like free will implied in destiny. So now that I have to examine this further, so give me a second. Just like briefly, come on. Okay. Fate is the hand of cards you're dealt. Destiny is how you play those cards. Okay, that's a quicker wave. Yeah, so that makes sense. Okay. The AI overview is a bit more thorough. Yeah, so there is an assertion of free will there. Okay. So why do they do it like that? I guess like I've had a lot of experience where things were meant to be a certain way. I was meant to meet all of these like soulmates on the verge of this or that, and then they chose that because it was a lot more materially enticing, 3D enticing, and so like I'm just kind of like over it, you know. So but then these are new times here, so mm, a lot of bigger things could come into play. Destiny. All right, so let's get some clarification here. All right. Yeah, let's talk about the fate part of this. Where'd you go? Underneath. Oops, daisy. The Fool card in reverse. Again, back to starting point. We were hooked up. I mean, like, this is the intro, okay? We were fated to meet. Tell me why. What is our destiny? Okay, is that it for fate? Or is there more? There's more on fate. Okay. God damn. Okay. Okay, it's okay. Uh-oh. I don't know what it truthfully fell out as. I don't know how it really fell, because when I picked it up, it dropped out of my hands again on my fingertips and fell onto like my thing of tools, and it fell like upright, face up, the Hierophant card. So again, we were fated to build together. These are more of like the intangibles. Again, this is operations for sure, you know? That's interesting. That is so freaking weird. Okay. But this is highly magical. This energy, both hands are gloved. You see? Kind of like rogue, you know, to protect. You know, it's high magic for sure. Okay, anything else? Any more on fate? Yeah. Oh my god, I bent this card. Oh my gosh, look, it's the assassin card. It's smashed. It's smashed. Holy smokes. What the heck? But it's a phoenix energy. So, operations. Yeah, this is definitely like assassin energy operations. For sure. That is weird. What is this dude gonna teach me? I mean, I know there's things to be like he could teach me. There's things that he's inevitably going to learn from me as well. But that is weird. That's weird. I mean, that's exciting. I mean, like the visuals that come up in my playlist. Holy smokes, what the heck? I don't even put everything on there. I mean, for the past, I don't know, few months, I have not put there's just so much material. I just move forward, so, and, things will reappear if they need to, but, sometimes it's more for me than, you know, publicizing, so, anyway. My glides are happy. There's more. More on fate. You know what's weird right now? This is the first time that I have my cat in my room, and he's just sleeping away. He's just dozed off. I thought I would keep the door open a little bit, so if he gets annoyed, he'll just run off to another location. But he's fine. Weird. So out of all the readings that I've done, this is the part where he's like tame and secure. All right. I need more on my fate. On this fated meeting. This fated introduction. This fated pairing. It's well celebrated for sure. The three fates have made it known. I mean, three sisters of fate. Like, what the heck? They're like, for sure, for sure. We organized this. That's crazy. What do they want to say from here? What do the three sisters of fate want to tell me? What do you want to tell me, huh? First off, King of Pentacles in reverse. Objective. Abusive. Abusive. Internal. External. There are people in power, like bosses, managers, whatever. People of monetary wealth or in certain positions that are highly abusive. Um, this is an external card. Okay. Tell me a bit more. Tell me a bit more. It grazed the top of the King of Pentacles. That's it. Yeah. No, it's that way. More this way. Okay. Ace of Pentacles in reversal, like extroverted. So they have like a get out of jail free card type of energy. So it is hard to prosecute them, or it has been difficult to prosecute these energies. Therefore, it gives them much more leverage to continue abuse. Yeah. And would you label these like what? Freemasons? Yes? No. Well, the only reason why I say that is something like that came up on my feed recently. And normally I don't associate Freemasons like as like a terrible crowd. Or I don't particularly associate them to be like evil. But this particular oh my god, particular. This um thing that came up on my feed was within its negative aspect. So what I believe Masons to be are the origin of it was within goodwill. However, in recent readings it was showing me that it wasn't pinpointing that particular organization, but organizations in general that have a origin story of goodwill and were constructed on that basis are not necessarily operating in that fashion. So this one, like we can't umbrella it because we could say yes on some, no on some, just like many other organizations. So this particular one is showing me these are just variations of bosses in power that have a get out of free jail card. So this is if we're what I learned in that thing on my feed was that there are certain code words that are used in let's say if someone's being prosecuted, they drop in these words that are almost like safe words, codes to indicate that they're part of certain associations to grant them not just leverage but immunity basically. And so I didn't like that video, like, because even though they mentioned it, they didn't relay what those phrases or those words were. So I have to wonder the intention of its level to educate rather than, be more like clickbait type of energy or distract, give them just enough to distract them from this or that. And, or, it's giving without particular pieces of information, it's giving the King of Cups in reversal. One who's highly manipulative within like the emotional intelligence of people. And so that's what I was got to say. Anyway, the three faces are mentioning this portion of like the aim, the target. Okay, so anything more from the Sisters of Fate? Oh God, what is that? Yeah, time to say bye-bye gracefully, but then there's more that fell. Okay, Justice in reverse and Ace of Cups. Yeah, they're in the legal system, embedded within the legal system. What is it like? There's state, federal, I don't know, like, but embedded in several realms of the justice system. This also includes like foster home energy. I don't know why they're saying it like that, but that's what they're saying. Um, yeah, there's like politics in the distribution of children. I don't know what the fuck is that. Anyway, yeah, and this dove is looking more like eagle-like than usual. So, the three fates, the three sisters of fate, are coming in to rectify these issues, these, that are, what do you call it? Um, uh, blasphemous to the spirit of the law, to the letter of the law. Like, according to the letter of law, the law, there is, they're not even using pig Latin. It's so, it's blasphemous. That's what they're saying. So anyway, this energy and I, were fated to bring, like, replenish what was lost in the mix. Yeah, so you mentioned something about alchemists, and that's definitely portraying that here. Interesting. Yeah, again, Lotus, it's almost like a rebirth on that. Okay, anything more from the Three Sisters of Fate? Yes? No. No more on that. Okay, so that is the prime target. Okay, this is relative to operations. Okay, anything else? Thank you, Sisters of Fate. Okay, anything more on Fate? My Fate. Nope. Okay. Yes? No. No. Okay, so what about Destiny? Okay, let's talk Destiny here. Safety Protocols Edition. What do I need to know right now? And Destiny. Okay. Nine of Cups and High Priestess. Oh my god, I'm so celebrated and I will love what I'm doing here. Um this is celebrated threefold. Oh my gosh. So it's like the Sisters of Fate are each bringing Three of Cups. Three of, like, this is like I'm covered for life. You know how lifetime warranties are usually not really lifetime warranties. This is a lifetime and upon lifetime warranties. Like, this will earn me so many lifetimes, like so many lifetime credit points. And if I don't want to come back here, if I don't want to reincarnate here, I can pass it on to my kids. Like, tag it on to whatever their leverage is. But this is crazy. This is really, really good. This is, like, there's, is it the CIA? I don't know. There's certain intelligence groupings that have, that are granted clearance, certain levels of clearance, security clearance. And, like, so that means, like, you could travel this and that at any given time, and whether it's for business and or vacation, they could do, like, this is a glorified get out of jail free card for sure. And so this actually gives a lot more leverage than, I would say, the most powerful Masons or whatever, groupings you want to indulge in. But that is true. That is true. Is Destiny. I'm for it. Okay, consider me signed in. Hold on a minute. I need a drink here. What do I got on it? I don't know. Telescopes. All right. Okay, more on Destiny. Okay. On both decks it says no. So again, back to Safety Protocols Edition. I mean, this is wonderful. Like, I forgot what the topic of the with like the how this was titled. And so to end on a note of safety clearance, crazy good. So does that mean that I get to talk about what happened Thanksgiving Day? Now? No, not now, but I get to talk about it in the future. Okay. Okay, so moving on. What should I know right now? Safety Protocols Edition. What's facing the Six of Wands in reverse is the Ten of Cups extroverted. That's crazy. So there is pending victory. Pending. Quiet. Pending. There is pending victory. It is in the books, like Akashic style. What's behind that? Five of Wands inverted. Yeah. Right now there's conflict. Still en route. Like still like opposition, thinking that this kind of opposition though, I wouldn't say isn't just they just don't get it, like they need to take their pills or whatever, like there's some imbalance, chemical imbalance in them. I wouldn't say it's to that level. I would say because there's intense focus and like such intensity, especially at this time, I wouldn't dub them as like dumb or lacking in like a chemical imbalance or this is straight up ignorance with like it's just on blast. Like these are people who have huge egos. Like who the fuck who created this monster? Seriously, who let them indulge so much? Like, you know what I mean? It's like these are the kind of energies that like orgy sex is almost like not enough for them. That's just on a day to day to kind of like keep even keeled. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about like the psychology of it because I've never been loyal, but I'm just these this is like like being the only child and coming from like a high class society, so they always get their way. And I'm not saying everybody is like that. I'm just saying in that position, I'm just saying that on steroids. um I don't know, it's just so anyway, that's the Five of Wands coming through right behind the Six of Wands in reverse. So there's pending victory. I mean, it's faux show is what they're saying. But for right now, I can take like Ten of Cups. I'm already experiencing that on my day to day, like within my own home. I don't feel like imprisoned. Uh, Staying here. I have a lot that I can work on. A lot that I can work on that isn't so cumbersome. Um But like this is just really, really so far, like if I ended it just right here, this reading, I have so much comfort to go on, like to know that I am taken care of and forget about what it looks like right now. To know ultimately that I am looked out for, my family's looked out for, I'm taken care of, we are safe. Um, just I don't really have to and like waste my energy indulging in the intrigue or the suspicions of susses out there, like the variations of them. And so this is very, 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 very good news. Safety protocol is like at its maximum. Um, you know what? I want to get one for my extraterrestrial fam. Give me a second. Where do you go? Oh shit. Excuse me. Where are you? It's right there. Okay. All right. The terrestrial tarot. Here we go. What does my extraterrestrial divine fam want to say? My expanded. Yeah. What do they want to tell me about safety protocol? What do I need to know right now? These two, I guess. Okay, 5 of swords in reverse and 4 of swords in reverse. So there's definitely recuperation. There's a huge emphasis on this, that I don't have to worry about a thing. That I can forego the struggles, like being opted into any kind of bullshit, basically, any kind of warring. Because that's where people, like, if people are still constantly getting at me, energies are still constantly, even whether that's me or the King of Swords over here, it's it's not to conjure up a battle. That they're wanting to war, to initiate that. Yeah, and this is warfare. So they're saying I don't need to, I can forego that. It's already taken care of. The recuperation is already happening. Okay, anything else? Safety protocol. So, I think that, like, if we're going to look at the reading between the lines, they're just saying, not to fear. That's it. That's the action item. 10 of Cups in reversal. There's constant replenishment on the 10 of Cups energy. So even though let's say I'll find 10 of Cups, like full immersion in fulfillment in whatever I'm doing, like I lose track of time, and I don't have to monitor it, like it's things are good, like that is energetically resolving a lot of things that are going on in the ethers as well as the 3D form. So as that happens, sometimes like there's distractions, there's disruptions, but equal to that, I and King of Swords, yes, we are both like redirected almost instantaneously to other activities that are like action items on Hush. So they could be like so like you anyone would underestimate the value in say something as small as like doing the dishes or putting a cup away. Seriously, it is to that level of influence. So um it's being redirected towards another version of the 10 of Cups. So whatever's being recuperated is forgoing like the struggle in a certain area and then being redirected to another realm of like the 10 of Cups. Okay, anything else? Yes. What else do they want to tell me? Safety Protocol Edition. What do I need to know right now? Just me. Oh my goodness. Oh god, thanks. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. First off, I will get the ones that were originally there, which is this and this. Two of Pentacles in reverse. And then separately the Lover's card in reverse, the Moon card in reverse. How crazy is that? The Hermit in reverse and the Ace of Wands in reverse. So Hecata has taken over here, like the kind of like tag team it. But there's, didn't I just get like the new moon here too? Or the moon card? I feel like the new moon, yeah. But like to get the new moon and the Lover's card back to back again, I thought that I think that's why I fumbled, because I saw that and I got startled and I wasn't moving, like I kind of froze a little bit. Um uh so they are in agreement and they concur with what the three sisters of fate has projected. Or what, where would, hold on. When did we see the Lover's card? Okay. Where did you go? Oh, there's the three sisters. No, that was prior to. That was prior to. So, so does that mean they agree or disagree? Agree. They at least agree with the initiating forces of this? They wouldn't word it like that. They agree on like, they assess from moment to moment. Yes, they assess their, so, because they know their say has a lot of, like their voice carries a lot of volume when transmitted here. So they're careful in their statements. So yeah, for sure. So they agree with this pairing. Yes, they agree with this pairing. The intentions. I don't know about the intention. Like the mystery to unfold. Yeah. The purpose. Yeah, they would say more so say the purpose rather than the intentions, because intentions, like there's like fine print to that. Okay. So purpose. They agree to the purpose of like the unfolding of mysteries, like the indulging in like the awareness of that. Yeah. Uh-huh. So they agree with Hekate's stance or involvement. Yes, her involvement for sure. So things are loading. Yeah, that's weird that they would say it like that. I don't think I'm supposed to read all of these cards that fell. Bottom, top. Just the top. Okay, just the top. And then maybe a card from here. Yes. No. No. Just the top. As is. Okay. Three of swords. I'm sorry, three of wands in reverse. Presence. The big now moment. and with no power play there. So it's power play is neutralized is what they're saying. So they definitely agree with the realm of justice in here. Purpose, again, they absolutely agree with it. They absolutely agree. Anything more? Okay, nothing more on this. Okay, cool, cool. Okay, word from the three sisters of fate to my expanded, like my extraterrestrial divine fam. They said yes. Okay. This one. This way. Nine of Wands. Presence. They're here. They're here. They're here. Acknowledgement. Or three. Okay, the three sisters of fate are here. Oh, they stand battle too. They're here not just to delegate and direct, but they're here like as frontmen. The front line. They're here also as a front line. So it's like kind of peace treaty kind of energy where the three sisters of fate are communicating to my extraterrestrial divine fam that they're not just here to delegate, like they're not just sitting in their realms of power. Not that they feel accused, but this is like insurance, reassurance that they are also in the front lines. They are the front lines. But there's more on the front line. They're just part of it. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Anything more? Three Sisters of Fate? Yes. No. Yes. Okay. Eight of Wands. Vision. Communication. That's crazy. That's crazy good. So, what is this? 9 and the 8, the 17. This is star level. Yeah, they're communing with the extraterrestrials, like in particular. Like, make no mistake about it. Don't get it twisted. Anybody that's viewing this, this is they're definitely directing this communication to my extraterrestrial divine fam. Yeah, this is definitely to, because like they understand mix-ups in communication and how detrimental that can be, how gaps of communication or assumptions can fuck things up. And so both are very aware um of how important it is to exercise care and sensitivities surrounding communications. So they are in direct link and will remain in commune. Yeah, communications to my extraterrestrial divine fam. Yeah, because they're like different departments, different realms. Like it's good to keep in like, okay, anything else? Yeah, so they're saying like this is not some personal project. This is not some like, you know, elective course. This is something that is very important to them. And they acknowledge that it is important also to them, to my fam. Okay, this one. Just like that. Inversion. So this is the Hangman card in reverse. Enlightenment. But they're also saying like they're very much aware of the situation. But they're also open to they're like, enlighten me too, if there's something that I should know. Like they're saying, the three sisters of fate are saying to the my extraterrestrial divine fam, like if there's any input that you have, as well enlighten me. But they are very much aware already. They're aware of what they see, but also they're not so much as the all-seeing eye in its direct sense. So, you know, if you have something important, there's, it's just reaching out, that's all. Yes. Yes, that is correct. Someone's trying to fuck with me. Anything else? These ones? Yeah? Yeah, okay. Introductory card, and another introductory, like, cover card, and creation, temperance, the alchemist card, and the empress card. That's 5 of pentacles or coins, dislocation. So it's kind of being objective, but also upright. Like, see what you can do with this. And then 5 of wands again. See what you can do with this bullshit. So the offense of intent, or the intent of offense, is like in the sword sense, but how it comes off is more of like the pentacle sense. Like, it's gonna take you a while to learn, isn't it? That kind of energy. Or a 5 of wands, the wand sense. So it's gosh, you're so fucking petty. That's what they're saying. Like, if we're going to adjust the communication to our level, in plain English, it's like you're so fucking petty, But yeah, so this is very interesting to see it just like that. So, like, people communicate in different ways, okay? Some like a lot of info just laid out there for me, and then some like the all-seeing eye, like just say it all, don't leave anything out. And then there's some that are just like it reduced to its concise version, high level, and it's just like that. So it's covering the grounds of that. Because in alchemy, you don't want to get it twisted, especially if somebody is helping you out in the kitchen. And that's that in creation. That's wonderful to see. And that I don't have to step down, or I don't have to like perk up my like glasses a bit in the high priestess role. Like, I can be just as I am as the empress in creative mode. More in applications of like this elusive, unorthodox creative realm, rather than like so boxed in and like this, like it's more in applications rather than receptivity, as the high priestess would be. So I very much enjoy this part a lot more. And then this is the stuff that's kind of behind me that kind of built me up anyway. So there's only a maximum of shit talk that I can, give, because this is like, these are the building blocks, or the agents that were pawns, basically, of a larger justice system that allowed me to reutilize them as building blocks. Okay. So who I am today. So there's that. A lot of blue here. Archangel Michael energy as well. All right, I think that's it for now. Yes? No. It is a yes. Okay, so takeaway time, yeah? Okay, takeaway time, because it's like 74 minutes. That's crazy. That's crazy. I always get excited when I see rabbits too. All right, so 2 takeaways from my Divine Collective. Okay, from here, here, from here. This is also the Circle of Life Tarot if you are interested. On the bottom of the deck is Three of Pentacles. Opportunities are knocking. Top of the deck, no secrets to the sauce. Two of Cups. Look at that. Builders, partnerships, where it all happens. Interesting. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. So, two takeaways for my Divine Collective. First one. Right there. Is it a phoenix? It is the King of Wands upright. Holy smokes, my charmers. They kind of look like they're flying in with phoenix energy. This is regal. This is a lot of Egyptian background reference here. An owl? Is that Osiris? I don't remember. Okay, so that's your first takeaway. Your second takeaway is right there. Right there. Okay. The Devil card accentuated? Oh my god, yeah, you are. So, is this internal? External? Or energy? No, this is internal. This is internal. So this is describing you. These are like your ID cards here. So you're very well known, highly attractive. You earned a rep for yourself. It is highly recognized. You're feared by some, some. Yeah. You're feared by some. You are admired by others. You have a strong system of beliefs. And that's not to say like you're religious or not, but you have a strong system of beliefs. A strong personality. You're highly attractive. And attractive, what is it? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but it doesn't just rest upon the eyes. It's also very much an experiential thing. So, however that means, you have a legit level of attractiveness. Is it relative to your region? Partially. Dude, what is this? This is crazy. All right, clarifiers. Okay, you get clarifiers from this deck. Okay, bottom of the deck, Eight of Swords in reverse, freed up. Top of the deck, leverage. Oh my gosh, this is like this. I mean, this is not just pertaining to you. This is overall. Whatever cards I pick from. So this is for my Divine Collective. It will pertain to me if the cards show that I take my takeaways from either of these two. But like, that's the energy. Okay, so okay, all right. So to the King of Wands, upright, your clarifier. And also, I started to feel someone trying to latch on to me too. So my Divine Collective might experience that, but it might not be as recognizable, like energy siphoners. um when you're like in your high vibing state. So when you're feeling good, when you're like it's harder to notice when energies are energy siphoning off of you. And I think it's not to dissuade you from that vibe, but all the more reason to amplify that, because not only will it act as like a protection power to omit that energy, but also in your action item it will embed in, like it'll be automatically embedded within you to see what fuckery is out there, and you will extricate that. You will make the motions to remove that from your energy. So continue that high vibing thing. Like don't get distracted from it, or by it. Okay. So this is for your King of Wands energy, the Tower moment. You're very striking. You have like a very crazy sex life, that's for sure. Um I mean, that's what sure. Like it doesn't mean like you have to like go all like, it doesn't pertain to like direct content, implications of content, but it's very striking. It's very intense for sure. why? Why do this? That's crazy. I mean, obviously, but yeah, like even more so. What the heck? Oh my god, it is crazy because you know why? I just learned. I was I had this like old vintage German deck. It was like quizzes or whatever, but it was in German. I couldn't read it, so I was gonna sell it off. I brought it to like several show ups, and like along with like other stuff, and that those didn't get picked. But so I remembered that Google Translate, if you hover over this stuff, like I went through maybe a third of the deck doing that like yesterday when I was cleaning up. I was like, hey, I should say these because I love little factoids. And so what one thing it listed on there was that lightning always strikes from, was it right to left? Right to left, yeah. And so looking at this, you have also lightning striking from the other side. Um, so yeah, you just like a crazy sex life. I mean, I support LGBTQ, I mean, I'm a supporter of that energy too. So it could also mean that, but this is definitely like, I'm not gonna call you out. All right, so you're but you're also very decisive, and you've had a lot of crazy moments in life for sure, for sure. So it's not to say like because you have a crazy like whatever sex life or a very intensified, it's not to imply that you're irresponsible. um I don't really I just, okay, I can't say either way. I don't, and I'm not supposed to dig into that because that's not really, I'm not supposed to dig into that. Um, okay, so let me move on. Yeah, okay, stay. Okay, go. Okay, so your takeaway for your second takeaway, the devil card accentuated is, okay, extroverted. Two of Wands extroverted. In reversal. So you might have like some undercover plans like Indo, if you're like way up there on the totem pole. Like very, there's discretion in it. Or there's also a lot about you that remains to be discovered. Like no one can really pin you down. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this is like in its most playful sense, it's like, you can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. Like, especially during this season, everybody wants to have the gingerbread man. And it was double card, like on blast. Can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. Yeah, so yeah. Interesting. So there's some mystery to you for sure. And you're definitely... I wouldn't say... Okay, so when I asked if you're into the occult, I was on the verge of saying that, but then there was like no energy there. And I asked if you're an occultist, and it was like, yes, yes. I'm not just into it. I am... What is it? I'm an occultist. Yes, for sure. All right, okay. So my 3 takeaways. Oh, wait, no. King of Swords. 2. 2 takeaways for the King of Swords, okay? My partner in P's and Q's, okay? This one, okay. We're going to get it out of this deck. All right, so 2 takeaways for my partner in P's and Q's. Excuse me. Okay. Like that. 8 of Wands, extroverted. What? Okay, so I just realized this is kind of like the Empress in her garden, but like more expanded form, like through the thick of her, through the thick of it, through the thick of her woods, right? Getting to know her own garden, etc. She's carrying the head of something, and it's like a full-grown man or whatever. But this is like, it's like tongue-in-cheek comedy. So the King of Swords is saying like I got you. Okay, I'm saying that like I got him, you know? Do you see? It's extroverted. I got you. I mean, also there's a double meaning in that, like I got you. Like I'm you know, recovering each other basically. But he's like, you got me. That's what it is. You got me. That's the prime. He's just joking. But like for real. Anyway. All right. Second takeaway. Oh, there's 3? What the heck? Just like that. Like that. Okay. The Fool card, accentuated. Yeah, he's totally like, you got me. Or I got you. But like, he's down for it. That's so crazy. 8, it's justice accentuated. Oh my god, he's saying like I got you. I think they are somehow in the legal system as well, or highly associated with it. In us, or is this more like Batman energy? Kind of like Batman energy, like Bruce Wayne energy. Hold up, wait. Justice system. Justice system, it's like quiet. So like, I think there's a realm of like discretion there, because it's not like flatline, like no, yes or no. It's like there's just there's something about it where like they can't say anything surrounding, like yes or no on this. I've asked like 2 or 3 questions, and it's neither a yes or no. But more particularly, this is like Batman energy. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Right there. Temperance. Yeah. Like, but oh, temperance in reversal. Yeah, this is definitely like Batman energy. Like he will rush you or has the resources to rush you for. Yep. Okay. Those are like those are his ID cards. What? Okay, hold on. Okay, so then his clarifiers are coming from this deck. Okay. All right, to the 8 of Wands accentuated, his clarifier is accentuated. 5 of Wands accentuated in reversal. So he means no harm. Like it totally like the first card was already good vibing, but like just in case you don't get it, Tina, um um I'm here to, what is it? So there's 5 and the 8 over here. Like I will, the only way I will come for you is if like, oh shit, never mind. Dude, seriously. Okay. You know when they say like, I'm gonna come after you, like the only way I'll come for you is, well, there's the innuendo right there. But then like that was, dude, seriously, there's what do you call it? Is to like show up for you, like to battle out any like bullshit, like to put this to rest, to lay it to rest. Because we're looking at the 8 minus the 5 of Wands. Then we got the 3 of Wands there. So that's how we got that. But if we're doing the adding up, like rounding up, then it's 13. So like I would throw down for you for sure. I would die for you. What is that? The Prince song? That's crazy. He's crazy. Oh, what just dropped? What just dropped? Get it. The Empress card showing me in reversal again. What the heck? I wasn't even using this deck. What's... Okay. It's crazy. Okay. And then, okay, so his second takeaway, King of Swords. My partner in P's and Q's. What's your second takeaway? Clarifier. This way. 9 of Swords accentuate, or, you know, upright. Yeah, like I'm bound to you. There's a huge emphasis on the ID part here, which is like I'm down for the... Oh my god, what? He's crazy. He said, just get another one. Okay. But like, just go for another. Like as a surprise. I don't even know what the heck, dude. 6 of Wands. Oh my god, he's crazy. That's a winning card. That's a winning hand, even if it's bound. What the heck? That is crazy, dude. Okay, all right. That's funny. All right, so my 3 takeaways, okay, come from here. No, I'm supposed to get it from the extraterrestrial tarot deck. Okay, so top of the deck, no secrets in my sauce. 3 of Swords, 3 Forked Road. What the heck? Heartbreaker? A heartbreaker energy. But it's kind of like kicking ass and taking names. That's what it is. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, I'm curious. Can I get the other one right behind it? I don't need to, they said. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the secret sauce to me. Knight of Swords. Things are moving quickly. I move quick. But this is like, you see the facial expression here? Where is it? You don't even know if you can see it right now. Oh, yeah. Okay, he's like wearing shades. Like, there's the eye, like, right there. And then he's like, there's this collar right there with his round cheeks and then this smile and the little ears on this side. Like a chief. Like, this is like Blues Brothers chief, you know, hippopotamus style. I don't know, something like chill, very chill, while moving quick. That's weird. Okay. But like quick attack, you see, there's like, you know, the aliens thing, the one that goes on your face. That's quick attack, chill, cool. Blues Brothers. I don't even. Blues Brothers was a little too like early for my time. Like it had a certain level of mature humor, politics, whatever. I think that's what it was. Where I wasn't as exposed to that at the age that I was. So anyway, okay. So my takeaways. My first takeaway. Okay. 2 of Swords in reversal, accentuated, status quo. Yeah, I'm not the status quo person keeping up with the Jonases or even meeting up with them. Fuck that. This is clear road because I'm not bound to the status quo or any kind of Jonases energy. Okay, so that's my first takeaway. I think that's one of my highlights. So, yeah. Okay. It's my second takeaway. It's serving me well, is what they're saying. Because this is like the safety protocol energy. Yeah, so yeah, definitely. It's highly favored, but not like anyone can pull it off. But I do. Accentuated. Justice in reversal, extroverted. I'm a hunter. Of injustices. Yeah. Okay, anyway, we'll get clarifiers, okay? Yeah. That's what they're saying. Okay, my third takeaway. Okay. Balance. Again, temperance for the third time in this reading. Hella alchemy is happening for sure. Rectifying any imbalances, like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, sprinkling this, they'll get it. I know there's varying parties, but they'll get it once it's like mixed and it's, you know, they'll come to understand that they complement each other within this ratio. Or like you know, like statistics say you explore different ranges within, so whatever the product is, it covers a certain range, something like that. I've never done statistics or college arena in statistics, no, but that's what it's giving. Okay, so my these are my identifiers. Like the others I've done ID cards, so these are my ID cards. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Yeah, I'm the poster child for injustices, or at least hunting them down like it. Okay, all right, but also alchemy and like the to-go card. Takeout card. Extroverted. All right. Okay, so then my clarifiers come from this deck. Okay. All right. First takeaway, my first takeaway clarifier. All right. The Emperor card. Inverted. Oh my gosh, so the open road, it clears way. There's no obstacle for big upright bosses coming towards me. Yeah. They have there's a rite of passage. So when we're talking about safety protocols, like I am absolutely covered by the bosses themselves. That what I understand from this is that if anybody fucks up on the job in handling me, like in whatever their role is, that this energy designates to, ensure safety protocols, they are disciplined, fired. Some may be fired, retired. But mostly what I'm getting are not only would they it's a heavier consequence. They would be retired. Do you know what that means? It means that not only with this energy fire you straight up, but uh for not it's not about a matter of not complying, but that you did not do your job and this was an important job. So not only would they be fired from that actual position, but they would be retired from the industry. Do you understand? Everybody would know. They would not get another role within that. Yeah, so same thing, no obstacle, nobody should be getting in the way of this energy when they come to me. Even if it's just interaction, it doesn't have to be FaceTime. There's a range in that. Yeah, okay. That's for yes? No. So, I'm not supposed to get any other clarifiers or keep asking or saying mostly this blah 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 because there's an area of discretion with that. We don't even go there. Same thing okay. All right. So then on my second takeaway clarifier. This, oh gosh. Okay. Three of swords, extroverted. Yeah, again, heartbreaker energy. What is it? What did I say? Kicking ass and taking names. It's clarifying the justice card, the injustice card. It's kicking ass and taking. That's crazy. It's supposed to be like that. The Wheel of Fortune. That's what I'm meant to do. I'm doing what I'm meant to do. My destiny card. All right. My third takeaway. Clarifier. Page of Wands, kind of inverted. The balance. Okay, so it's clarifying the Temperance card. Balance, Alchemist, Page of Wands inverted. It starts with me. So again, a lot of importance, a lot of weight goes into the minor arcana stuff. When there's disruptions, my attention is diverted by my team to head into another direction or another way of doing things that is another version of the 10 of cups. There's many pockets of like sunshine everywhere. So it starts with me and that initiate point of becoming like a master alchemist. Mhm. So that's what I bring to the table, not just a full cup, but the cup of an alchemist. Yeah, for sure. They know what they're talking about. I know what I'm talking about. All right, that's it for now. Thanks very much, so much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. Thank you for the emoji hearts. Thank you so much. The energy is received. Good tidings. Thank you. All right. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strengths, properties, passions, possets, etc., and the like, from those that call upon, cast, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof, the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought, form, pattern, and or entity to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting to love and light energy, and to be refortified in me, only me, hassle free, no doubt, no attachment, except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. Now, upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of rollout in light and love. I close the portals in these readings now.